Viewer Knows Best introduces Divide and Conquer, directed and narrated by Brittany Vlaminck. In Janice Redish's book, she discusses the different ways that we can break down content of a website. When working with an extensive website that has a lot of information to share, we have to break down the information so that it is most effective for the audience. In Redish's book, she describes a scenario where in real life, if you were given the choice between a large amount of information offered in a binder or in a stack of index cards, you would likely choose the binder because it's less likely to get lost, unlike the individual index cards. But when you're using the web, it is possible to use index card-like web pages to host small amounts of information. But there are guidelines to how to break down and divide your content. First, consider the content's purpose and the different ways that you can divide it. You can divide information in terms of questions your visitors may have, or by the sequence of events or tasks that your viewers should follow to understand the rest of the information you're sharing on the site. You can also divide content in sections that are related to each other. Your audience can affect your site's organization as well if the topic is related to human interests or life events. Once you have decided how to separate your information, you will need to consider how much information should be put on each web page and if you should create subpages for some of that information. Redish suggests that if your information forces your visitor to scroll more than 3 or 4 times to see all of the information on the page, then maybe you should break it down further. She also suggests considering how much time it will take to download each page and to find a balance between the amount of content on the page and the extent of the download time so that your visitor won't get bored before seeing the actual content. A final consideration you should pay attention to is when it is necessary to put some content into a PDF version rather than embedded into the site. If your audience is likely going to be printing your information out, it might be smart to create a PDF or professional looking PDF for your information. How you divide and organize your information can really affect your audience's experience. So paying attention to the most effective way to divide your information, breaking it down further to avoid overwhelming your audience, and knowing when to use PDFs can help you create a great website for your visitors.